Proverbs 18:22. The man who finds a wife finds a treasure and receives favor from the Lord. Jay the Motivator. To God be the glory. You know, so often when we're in the world and we hear husbands talk about their wives, it's usually followed by complaint. How do we go from, if you find a wife, you find a treasure, to complaining about our wives? Or saying if you're not married, don't get married because a wife is such a burden, she's such a nag, she's such a complainer. How do we get to this point? We seem to fallen so far off from the path till we get it confused and twisted. A wife is supposed to be a treasure, yet we may treat her like garbage. You see, the only difference is the person looking. Just because you don't recognize a rose doesn't mean it's not a rose. Just because you don't recognize a ruby or a diamond or a gem or something of value doesn't make it any less valuable. It still holds its value. It's just a reflection of your inability to see it. So what does that mean? Love prospers when fault is forgiven. So again, we're not all gonna think the same exact way. We're not all gonna agree on every single topic all the time. But if you truly love that person, you'll forgive them. So if you're living in the home of a quarrelsome wife, the first question is not what's wrong with her, but what is the husband doing? What is it that we're giving to her while she's quarrelsome? What is it that we're giving to her while she's aggravated or annoyed? Because again, whatever she's giving back to us is just a result of what we've given it to her in the first place. So as a man, as a husband, we need to be understanding of the foundation that it is that we're setting. Now, once we examine ourselves, and if we're still living in the home of a quarrelsome wife, it's time to move to the attic. Now, wives, it's important to examine yourselves as well. It says it's better for a husband to live in the attic alone than in a lovely home with a quarrelsome wife. He can have all the comforts in the world, but if his wife is constantly nagging him or berating him or speaking down to him, it's better for him to not be there. It's better for him to move someplace else. It's better for him to go to the top of the attic where there's no AC, there's no heat. It's either burning up in the summer or freezing cold in the winter. He doesn't have access to the bathroom or water or any of the nice creature comforts. It's better for him to live there than the home that you all share. They say a woman builds her house with her hands, but tears it down with her mouth. So let's be mindful how we're treating each other. Men, let's first make sure that we're doing what we're supposed to be doing. We're the foundation, we're the cornerstone. Whatever we give to our wives, they give back to us, multiplied. So if we're not liking what she's giving out, we need to check ourselves first. Be mindful of what it is that we're feeding into them. And wives, be mindful. Make sure you're not tearing down the home that you work so hard to build with your mouth. With that being said, to God be the glory. Be great.